Hey everyone, what's cracking? Welcome to another What's Cracking Movies. And we just got back from the movie theater. We went to go see Lee Cronin's The Mummy, and it was a very, very empty, dead theater. Very sad.
Very
But
empty.
yeah, this is
It was
obviously
literally just me, you, and then towards the little bit of the beginning of the movie, one couple came in.
yeah, it was yeah, I knew it would be dead. I mean, we went pretty early, but still, this is yeah, it was kind of sad to seeing it dead. But a lot of people don't go to the movies anymore. But yeah, this was a new horror movie that came out, and it's obviously dubbed by Lee Cronin's. It's in the title, and it came out today, right?
hmm
Yeah, and what else? And who else is in it?
Well, there's Jack Raynor, May Callum Y, Leia Costa, Billy Roy, Veronica Falcon.
Do you recognize any of these guys?
I know that Jack Raynor, he's in Midsummer.
Oh, that's right. He's the
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Yeah, he's in
Oh,
Midsummer.
shit.
That's what I know him from. May Callum. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name.
Yeah,
but,
sorry. I know she's listening to this. She's a big fan of us.
she's in which I have not seen, Moon Knight. She's in the Moon Knight movie.
Oh, no, that Moon Knight.
Yeah, she's in Moon Knight.
Wait,
She's in Gladiator 2. She's in a movie I've always wanted to see. It's a Jin, but not very familiar with her.
Yeah, what about the young girl, the actual titular mummy?
Uh,
She seemed familiar, like I've seen her before, even with like all the makeup on.
Katie. It was Katie Cannon. That was the name of the little girl in the movie. Her name is Natalia Grace.
Natalia Grace. Yeah, she
Yeah,
he seemed familiar. But yeah, Lee Cronin, his most famous thing that he's recently did was Evil Dead Rise in 2003, which is reboot or remake, part of the Evil Dead franchise, and we really liked that movie. I thought that movie was
love
awesome.
It. Yeah, I like all the Evil Deads in their
All
own
the-
way, and that one was
Yeah, it was a perfect follow up to the reboot Evil Dead. But yeah, Lee Cronin is. I mean, that's all I've seen from him, and now this, and they're very similar. I would say I enjoyed. I like Evil Dead better,
Yeah.
but this was good. I mean, it's the Mummy. When you think of the Mummy, what do you think of when somebody says, "Oh, the Mummy"?
just your classic mummy, like the old Mummy, the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
Oh no, but that's what I'm saying. When you say old classic, do you mean like black and white wrapped in?
Yeah.
Or Brandon
Yeah.
Fraser?
Old black and white one.
Yeah, because I think Brandon Fraser, because those are classics, and we're gonna put up our episode on that after sometime this week.
Yeah. I really like anything the Egyptian. I mean, the whole like concept of mummies is just crazy to me, and any mummy movie I'm all in, so I was excited to see this.
So they tried rebooting the Mummy, the Mummy again, with Tom Cruise, which I've never seen.
I have not seen that one either.
I heard it sucks, but maybe we should try and watch it and see what's
We
up
should watch
since
it,
we're on
'cause
a
I do
mummy
like
run.
Yeah, and I do like mummies. So, and we do have the old one if we ever want to just be lazy
Yeah.
and watch the old one. I have the old black and white
I,
one.
that one I've never seen, but we might as well. But yeah, this movie they try to revamp it, reboot it, part of the the dark universe, because they did The Invisible Man, which was like a very serious tone and was really fucking good. And then they did the Wolfman, which
I
was
didn't know that they did the Invisible
also-
Man. I didn't know that.
yeah. Didn't you watch The Invisible Man?
Yeah, I watched it. I just didn't know that this was Lee Cronin.
No, it's not Lee Cronin,
Oh.
but it's like the same
Oh, yeah,
Blumhouse,
where you're
James
bringing-
Wan.
yeah.
All the producers are all like in the same house.
Okay.
So like they're trying to make serious vibes, serious tones, horror. Go back to
Yeah.
the roots. Like make Visible Man scary. make the Wolfman scary.
Yeah.
And now this,
Yeah.
make this
like
shit scary.
our age scary.
Yeah, like trying to like, all right, no more bullshitting around. We got to stop making these fools all hot and sexy like Twilight. And I mean, can you think of a
because back then, before we were born, a lot of the old horror movies, like Alfred Hitchcock and stuff, like that was scary back then.
Yeah.
Like, that was like when The Birds came out, that was scary. Psycho, when that came out, that was like, oh my god. Like I remember my grandmother telling me that like that whole shower scene in Psycho, like people walked out of the theater on that just because it was so scary.
Yeah, because it was new.
But nowadays, especially our generation, we are like numb to horror almost.
Yeah,
like, especially
nothing
if
is scary.
I mean, not
now.
everyone, but I mean, especially like me and you. I mean, we like all types of horror movies, and
it's hard to scare an average horror fan or whatever.
I think that's why me and you like body horror movies so much. Is just that like nothing really phases us. So we like to be disturbed.
Yeah, we seek the thrill of being like. You're gonna squirm in your seat, brother. You're gonna squirm hard, brother.
Because I mean, I love paranormal movies, but the thing is with paranormal movies, I've seen a million of them. I've seen many possession movies. I've seen many, just paranormal movies. Doesn't I mean, I'm not saying I don't like them, but something that makes me cringe.
Yeah,
I'm all about it. And this one, I don't agree with the Rotten Tomato score. We'll get into that later, but it did get a 46% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't agree with that at all.
I heard one review only from one guy that I watch on YouTube, and he was kind of like, there was some early screenings for this, and a lot of people gave it some mixed and negative reviews. And he was like, I kind of liked it, but I kind of didn't. But I mean, I think a lot of these people or viewers, early screenings, when they see The Mummy, they were probably expecting like, oh, it's a Brandon Fraser, style. Because that movie is so classic and it's so big. And then when you see this, they're like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? Like, where's The Mummy? Which I get, but I knew that going in, I knew they were trying to be back to horror, back to like, Mummy's supposed to be scary, dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I went in. We didn't really watch any trailers. I think I saw like a teaser.
I've seen some like
or a
posters,
picture.
And I did see like one small clip. I mean, like a 5-second clip.
Yeah.
So I went in kind of blind on this, which was awesome. I loved going in blind on this movie. Like it couldn't be any more perfect.
We figured out that the best way to watch a movie is to not watch any trailers. But this, we're the first ones to ever realize this. All right. So now if you're hearing this, you guys know the trick now. Don't watch any trailers. So we're just going to, my review on this, like my straight up, it started off like kind of slow, but then I was like, what is it going for? Like, I honestly thought it was going to be kind of like basic, lame, like, okay.
Before we had seen the movie,
we know the
movie
steps.
Theaters, I was like, all right.
We know the steps. It's going to be pretty average. It's going to be whatever. And it went higher than what I expected.
Yeah.
My expectations. It was good. Like I was entertained the whole time. It's kind of.
I know you didn't get up to pee once.
I did. I thought I did have to pee,
yeah,
and I was like, "Well, I'll go if I really have to," because I know we're gonna review this, and I didn't go.
Yeah,
but I was like, I can hold it
before this too.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, energy drinks makes me piss like a bitch.
I will say, this is a review and recap, so there are going to be spoilers in this. So if you're haven't seen it yet, and you don't want to be spoiled, then I would, click this off, come back, listen to this after you've watched the movie. Yeah,
but if you just want to, I don't know.
You want to know what to expect?
Yeah.
Because I would say that, like, if you're on the fence about this movie and you want to know what type of horror movie this is, maybe stay.
Yeah, maybe this, if you didn't want to watch it, maybe this will make you want to watch it.
Because in my opinion, this movie, for some people, this might not be everybody's cup of tea.
No,
because if you don't like some really brutal,
dude.
Like if you saw the Evil Dead movie and you were a little bit like, this is too disturbing.
Yeah,
this might not be your cup of tea, because this movie is very disturbing and it has lots of.
It's very
where
intense,
you want to look
dude.
away. It's really like, I mean, sometimes I had to really go like, whoa, like. should I be
Yeah.
watching this? This is fucked up.
Even for us, we were like, oh shit, that's pretty fucking brutal. Like, goddamn,
And I
like
will say it does involve like
children or
children.
a
So,
child. Yeah.
like if you
it's
ever saw
pretty-
like maybe Pet Cemetery and then, like that might have
Slam.
been disturbing, or if you had ever seen like in Evil Dead, there's the kids in that. So if like
yeah.
you know,
It's pretty serious too. There's not much humor in it at all. They could have used a little bit of light, like
I like that they didn't.
but it is good. Like I was like, okay,
I mean, the
they're
whole
going serious.
storyline is just
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
they
I mean,
really nailed it.
it's good. My only complaint is like throughout the whole thing, I'm like, wait, this is titled The Mummy. There's nothing really mummy related until like even the visuals. Like, okay, I was kind of hoping that there would be more like, like wrappings, toilet paper style, like kind of design.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like we're like all wrapped up, but like something that's visually like, oh, that's a mummy. Because most of the time I was watching it and I was like, this could have been titled The Exorcist. Would have been, yeah, I get it, Exorcist.
Yeah.
This could have been a sequel to Evil Dead. And be like, yeah, Evil Dead. Like, there's nothing that really stood out and said, damn, that's the fucking mummy, son.
Yeah.
Or what would have been cool too if they had cast Brandon Fraser in this,
Or
but
as
a different
cameo?
character.
Yeah.
But no, like serious, but like not as like
Like a professor. Like he could have been the professor in this
not
movie.
as handsome, or just straight up serious.
He would
Like
have been a good like the professor in this movie. Wouldn't
Yeah.
that have been pretty cool. Just for him
Yeah.
to go in that scene.
he's like, I've seen this type of shit before.
Yeah.
Like this is way different than
familiar.
before.
Yeah.
This is more
His
serious.
little glasses.
I better not crack any jokes in this.
Yeah.
Where's Benny? Oh yeah, he died.
He did.
He did. Where's Jonathan?
Just a quick summary of what the movie's about. It's about a journalist and they I'm trying to remember where they start off living, but it's a journalist. They're living in, I think it's a part of Egypt,
Cairo.
right? Yeah,
They're in Cairo.
Cairo in Egypt, which is, didn't you say that's where?
Also, Cairo is in the original Mummy. It takes place in Cairo. Also,
Yeah, so
kind of cool. It's cool that it took place in Egypt.
Yeah, so it's a journalist, and he has a family. He has a pregnant wife, a son, and a daughter. And their daughter's name is Billy and
It's Katie.
Katie. But it's I'm trying to remember the son's name.
Who cares? It's a boy.
Okay, a boy, and then he has I think she's like he has an 8-year-old daughter, and then a pregnant wife, and she's pregnant with a little girl, and so their daughter goes missing, and 8 years later they're reunited with their missing daughter, and what should be something very happy turns into like a living nightmare.
Yeah, and they were like celebrating, like homeboy just got a promotion because he's a reporter, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna move to New York, and yeah, and then the kids, they're going to school or whatever. They have like a little fight because in the way beginning, it starts off with a different family. It's I'm guessing
Like an
Egyptian
Egyptian
family, and
yeah.
they go to the house, and they're like, you could stay down here. The mom's kind of serious, and then they go down, and they have a coffin in the basement, and they open it to sneak, and they're like, is he awake?
Well,
And
they
they're
have
like,
a
"No."
hunch that something's going on because they come home from like a little trip with their family, and the
Oh,
daughter
yeah.
has like her pet bird, and it's dead.
Oh, that's right.
But it's like leaking, like not blood. It's like black goo.
Yeah,
like it's like rotting.
animals are dying
And
around
so
the area.
the mom just kind of is like, okay, you kids go upstairs, and then it shows the mother and father go into like what looks like a basement, but it's more like a tomb, and there's a sarcophagus in there, but it's like a black, no hieroglyphics, just a black box of a stone sarcophagus.
And then boom.
And they have this up on this giant like lift where they have to pull the lid open just ever so slightly, and they have like these little mini torches.
Shit's heavy, yeah.
And she goes to peek in it, and boom, the mummy kind of like jump scares you, and you're like, oh,
The money, baby.
and
The
then
money shot.
it looks like somehow the lift device that opens the lid kind of snaps, and
Yeah.
it just
Hooks
hooks onto the
homeboy's
husband's like jaw, and he
lifts
dies
him
like
up.
instantly.
Yeah.
and it just kind of cuts to to the wife just going, oh shit, and then it just cuts.
Yeah, right away that death is like, oh, fucking brutal fatality.
Yeah.
So yeah, after
and fast forward, you just see this family living in Egypt, cute little family, pregnant wife, and you see the dad, and he's starting off with his daughter Katie, and it looks like she's been studying like an Egyptian Morse code.
Oh yeah.
And she's got like a test coming up, so he's helping quiz her, and then he's like they're talking about moving, and the little daughter goes out to play. The brother goes and does his
jacking
thing.
off in his
he's
room.
He's watching TV, and so
he's jacking off to hieroglyphs, because they don't have magazines; they just have big stones.
They look like a smart family. They do kind of look like like the daughter seems really bright. Katie, really smart kid. And so it shows Katie, she's in the backyard off towards the garden, and she's got her little tea set and her little dollies, and she's playing. And you just see this woman in almost like a veil, or I can't remember if she's wearing a hijab, but she's wearing like,
she looks
she's all
hooded.
dressed up.
She
You
looks
don't
like
really
a
see
cis
her
lord.
face, yeah. And so she goes, oh,
what's
hi,
clocking?
Katie. Hi, Katie. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, your friend, she wishes she could come play with you, but she can't. And she's like, oh, okay, I understand.
He's like, you got any more magic tricks? And she's like,
goes,
why,
has
yes,
my daughter
I do
told
have
you
a magic
anything
trick.
about me? She goes, she told me you do magic. She said, oh, I'll show you some magic. And so as this is going on,
Pick a card, any card, she says.
Yeah. And so as this is going on, the dad's upstairs on the phone. He finds out he gets a promotion. He calls his wife, and okay, cool, we got this promotion. We're moving to New York or wherever. And he's, I can't remember what really prompts it, but he's in his daughter's room on the phone. And then he sees in this dollhouse, there's like a bunch of like a shit ton of candy wrappers, like just stuffed in there.
And he's like, this little bitch, have you, and he's on the phone with the mom. He's like, have you been giving her candy? Like a lot of candy? And he's like, no. And then goes and asks the son, he's like, yo, where's this candy coming from? And he's like, she told me not to tell you or else she wouldn't split the candy with me. He's like, that motherfucker, this little bitch. And he goes down where she's playing teacups.
The brother kind of like snitches on her, and she's like, oh, a lady in the garden, has been giving him her candy. And so he's like, what the hell? And so then it goes back to Katie, and she's talking to the creepy lady, and she's like, oh, I got another candy bar for you. And she starts doing all these magic tricks. And she's like, oh, well, I got to go.
She's pulling rabbits out of hats. She's making her finger come off. Ooh.
All the classics.
All the classics.
Katie's eating it up.
Yeah.
And so she says, okay, well, because she starts getting kind of creepy. And I think she even says something creepy. And Katie's like, oh, well, I got to go. And so she's like, I got one last trick for you, Katie. And so she pulls out like this nectarine. And she goes, oh, it's the juiciest nectarine you'll ever have. And so Katie goes to grab it. And she, it's through a fence, so she hands it through the fence, and Katie picks up the nectarine in like is it a scorpion?
It's like a little scarab, dude. I thought it was like
beetle,
a callback from the original, from Brendan Fraser Mummy. Like, oh shit, a bunch of them are gonna come out and eat her or something.
Yeah.
But it just starts crawling on her hand, and it goes into her mouth, and she just starts choking, and then the witch lady starts going like casting a spell or something, and she knocks out. Dad gets there, and she's gone. Sees a hole in the fence, goes chases after them. He sees them from a distance. There's a big sandstorm. I was like, oh shit, big sand face coming. No, but then they take her. She's gone. They go and report it to the cops. Cops are like,
and they're talking like in Egyptian.
Yeah.
And they're, and the cop is kind of like, hey, like look into the family, like, and
like,
kind of pointing at the dad, almost like, I don't trust them, like something's fishy.
Always start with the family. So
but the dad knows Egyptian, so he's hearing this, and then he stands up and he gets fucking pissed. He's like, what the fuck?
Pissed.
You need to go out there and be looking for my daughter, and not even accusing me, because I would be pissed.
Yeah,
I'd be
like, dude, I didn't do this shit.
You're gonna waste time digging into me when someone's out there and has my daughter. Just shitty fucking cop. And so it just cuts, and boom, 8 years later.
Yeah.
8 years
straight
later.
Up. What? And we were like, oh, fuck.
So she never got found. And so the dad's just kind of like, looks depressed. I think he's at work. Yeah.
Call Liam Neeson's.
Yeah. He looks depressed. He's got a beard. He looks scruffy. He looks like, he's just really going through it. and he returns home from work, and you see the son's all grown up, the baby is born, and the baby's about 8 years old now. So
Yeah.
the baby is now
A little girl.
yeah, and so her name is, I think it's
And they're still together too, the mom and the dad. Usually in cases like this, it's known that like parents just split up because they can't handle, they blame each other. But they're
Yeah.
still together, and they're having dinner, and the grandma is there too, and
yeah. So
She's-
she's from the mother's side. She's Hispanic. She speaks Spanish.
yeah, and they're having family time, and the kid is trying to go on a field trip, and mom's like, no, dude, because she's traumatized, of course. And yeah, so it goes on. Still nothing on the missing kid. We just saw, oh, she's dead, she's gone. Well, we don't know what the fuck is going on. Like
Yeah.
the audience doesn't know. We don't know anything. So
So now they're just a little family of four. It's Charlie, the dad, Larissa, their son Sebastian, and their third child, her name is Maud. And they now live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in the home of Larissa's Catholic mother, Carmen.
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 Yeah,
And,
so that they end up going on a little family trip because the kid is like, oh, we never go anywhere. And while they're there, they get a phone call.
Because there's a scene where it's like a little boy. It flashes to a desert out in Aswan, and there's a little boy, and he's fixing his bike.
He's cruising on his bike. His shit breaks, and then in the background you see a plane, and it's like, and he turns around, and he's like, I better go check that out. Would you go check that out? I wouldn't go check it. I'd fucking leave and call the cops. Yo, the plane is
Well,
there.
it kind of depends on the situation. If like you're really, really far away from a police station, like.
No, dude.
I feel like it just kind of depends on the scenario. If I'm really, really far away, if the
It's
police
all
station's
hot in
really
the
far
desert,
away,
too.
and I'm trying to see if there's any survivors or anything they need, I might go because it didn't look like a massive plane. This looked like
It's a tiny plane.
Yeah. So the plane crashes and the kid goes to investigate it. As he's going in, he sees
You guys all right? Oh my God, you guys are not all right.
yeah, I mean, like he goes up and there's just like blood everywhere. There's like an eyeball on the floor. There's guts everything.
Yeah, it's pretty. All
One
the
guy
kids.
is like dead from a tree. It stabbed him through the eye. One
Yeah.
dude's up in the ceiling. He's like raining
It's like,
blood down on
how
him.
did you land there?
Yeah, and so he's like, what the hell? And as he's looking around, he sees this stone
coffin, yeah.
sarcophagus just like chilling, like standing up vertically too. So
Oh, yeah.
this fell from the plane crash. And so it shows like these coroners, and they're trying to, they're like, oh, we've put this sarcophagus through the MRI, through this.
There's
and
an
they're trying to-
X-ray.
yeah.
Can't see through it.
Can't see through it. So they take off the lid. And when they take off the lid, they see this like mummy bound in like what looks like leather.
Yeah.
And so they start unwrapping the mummy, and you see this like
oh
mummified
my
hand
God.
with like long fucking nails.
Yeah, gross.
And they start taking pictures, and then they're looking at the wrappings, and then they don't say it, but I'm looking at
Oh
it like
my
that's fucking
God.
skin. Because it's got almost like, it looks like tattoos or something
Yeah.
on it. It looks like tattooed skin that they had wrapped this mummy in.
Yeah.
And then they start unmasking the face. And as they're unmasking it, you can see it's
oh my God.
the missing daughter, Katie. Like,
Yes.
I don't know if you could tell. I could tell right away from the eyes.
I just
It looks like
guessed.
Katie, yeah.
But then that's when they call the parents. They're like, "Yo, we found your daughter, dude. Come pick her up." And so they get to the hospital, and
This is the
this part
disturbing
is
part.
is
This
tense,
is where you're
dude.
like, oh, fuck.
Because the way the doctor's explaining it is like, yo, we found her daughter, but you just gotta be prepared. This shit's fucking crazy, dude. She looks fucked up.
Yeah, he's like, she's malnourished. She's
she's
been
looking
wrapped
grave.
in a sarcophagus for what looks like 8 years. Like, she looks, and they're like,
Grave.
they tell them, they're like, don't make any sudden movements, don't be loud.
He's like, don't even look at her. Desmond, just leave, dude. You don't want to see this shit.
Yeah, and he even warns her, like, hey, like, she isn't talking. Like, she has these weird convulsions where she has, like, tics. Like, she's...
I mean, homegirl is fucked up,
yeah,
dude.
so the parents go in, and it's very slowly, and you just see the silhouette of the daughter, and she's just crouched over and just looks contorted and just, like, mummified. Like, she just, like, is, like, all... And, the
Both-
mom and dad are, like, in shock, but they're, hi. The
They
mom
go
goes
both
up.
next to her, and they're grabbing her hand like, hey, and there's tense. You're tense the whole time because you don't really see her face yet. You just see like a corner of
But
it, and
you
you
see the
see
skin, and her skin
feet
just
and,
looks
like-
like a mummy.
Yeah, and there's just like gets really tense, and
And
then
she's
they're like,
breathing like,
the best thing you could do is take her home and just give her time. She'll come around.
that's where I was like,
Just
what the hell? She looks like she's
she looks like a dead body.
like she looks like she needs to be in the hospital for at least
It's
like
dude,
another
you
year.
keep her there because yeah, the mom like puts her ear to her chest and he's like, her heart is strong. Her heart is strong like the buffalo. But yeah, then they take her
Well,
home.
the doctor's also like, oh, we ran all her blood tests. Like, she's like healthy as a horse.
She's good, dude.
She's
like,
just,
take
like,
her home,
traumatized.
dude. They probably knew. They're like, dude, fuck this shit. Let's get her out of here.
Yeah, and they
She's
tell her, they tell them,
she's
they're like,
scary.
oh, she's in a locked-in state, and she should bounce out of this in a couple days or a week or maybe even a month. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
just don't even worry about it, dude. Just take her home.
locked in a sarcophagus for
They
8 years?
they assume like, yeah, like, oh, this is some sort of like sex trafficking, they put her in this fucking thing and it's like antiques. They get looked over because they're just transportation.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, whatever. So then they're at the house and the kids are freaked out. The grandma's like, let me meet my granddaughter, and they're like, what
they're
the
pretty
fuck?
sweet about it at
Yeah.
first. They're not like treating her like, oh God, or anything like that.
The boy is more like, what the hell? So, and they have her in a wheelchair, so they're just like rolling her upstairs. And when they're in the room, the grandma's doing a rosario or a prayer, Santa Maria Madre de Dios de la Vega. So, and then this is total Exorcist vibes. That's why when I thought, I was like, dude, this would be a better Exorcist reboot for sure. Because then she starts, she fucking headbangs.
She says amen, and it's like right
amen.
when the grandma says
bam,
amen.
right in the grandma's nose. She falls down and she starts doing Exorcist shit, contorting and shit and screaming. They're holding her down.
Mom pulls out like a shot to kind of like calm her down.
Calms her little ass down. So time goes by, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Whatever. Kids, they were like, the kids introduce themselves, and they're like, my big sister, whatever. I love Taylor Swift just like you and shit. All that happens. Grandma's all fucked up in the nose, and it's nighttime. The little girl is scared. Goes to the brother's room. He's like, I'm scared. It's like, it's just Coyote. He's like, no, I'm scared of the fucking...
I'm scared of Katie.
Katie, dude. She's fucking looks grave, dude. So they sleep in the same room, and then they start hearing noises in the walls, like... And they're like, what the fuck? The mom was sleeping with Katie, and she scurries off. She passed out, but Katie's gone. And they start looking for her, and the two kids are locked in the room, and they hear from a little trap door like she's coming in there to get them, I guess.
Yeah.
And she's just in the walls, and inside of the walls is huge. It's like just walking around.
It is a very large house, yeah. And so it looks like they have these little trap doors where you can get into the insides of the house, and she's in there, and so the parents are looking around for her. They're like, Katie, and then they go into the kids' room, and they're like, dude,
she's in there, and then she's in there eating fucking scorpions or whatever.
Yeah.
And they get her back, right?
They put her back in the room. Bed. The mom's like a nurse or something, and I think she's a nurse, and so she somehow makes her like induce vomiting. She throws up the scorpion, and they put her back in bed, and she's in bed, and then it just kind of goes back and forth with all this creepy shit that's happening around their house, where Katie's just not all right, and the brother's just kind of like, something's off. The brother's like, the dad's taking, and he's like, okay, we need
that girl
normalcy.
Ain't right.
We're gonna, he's taking the not Katie, the other daughter, and the son to school, and he's like, you guys need to go to school. We need some normalcy around here.
Let's keep it normal style. Don't even trip, dog.
Yeah,
it's gonna be all right.
The little daughter gets out, and then the son, tells the dad, like, something's not right. Like, we need to find out what happened to Katie. Like, this isn't right. And so the dad's like trying to investigate. He's doing his best, and so he does go see a professor that might, help him, because he goes to like this lecture at a college, and it's he's doing a speech about like it's like
history, archaeology,
and stuff like that. So he waits till after the class, and he goes up and he shows him some pictures of like
Yeah, so they get pictures because they're trying to groom Katie up. Like, we're gonna get you looking fucking cutified. You're gonna be fucking the belle of the ball,
Oh
looking tits and
yeah.
shit. There's a nail scene because the mom is cutting her long ass nails and they're super tough and like her toenail, and then she's like fucking trying to, like you're expecting, oh, she's gonna tear off the nail and it's gonna look gross.
Nope.
She tears off all the way from her toe. The skin comes off all the way up to like her knee, and there's just a nail connected to a long strip of her skin, dude. And that part is like, oh my god.
Yeah, and
The
so
grandma's like, what the fuck?
everyone's freaking the fuck out. Katie gets loose. She starts running around the house,
Yeah.
acting all crazy again. So yeah, so the dad ends up like kind of. He goes up and he's like kind of cleaning up the bathroom after the incident, and he sees like her skin flap hanging on a
Yeah,
wheelchair.
fruit roll-ups. You were
But-
like, dude, it looks like fruit roll-ups.
Yeah, because what he does is he puts it on a table with the light, and then he's like kind of got tweezers and he's picking at it, and that flap of skin,
He eats a little
starts
piece.
peeling it away, and it's like got like 5 layers of this like skin.
Yeah.
And each layer has like writing on it.
Yeah, like ancient Egyptian writing. So he
Yeah.
takes that to the professor, and the
The
professor's
picture
like,
of it, not the skin.
the pictures of it. He's like, where did you get this? Like, what the fuck? Is like, you sick fuck. What is this? What? Because they're not telling you what it says, but he's like, holy shit, what the fuck? And he's like, don't worry about it, dude. It's a private thing. I'm investigating.
No,
Just
he
tell
goes,
me
no,
what it is, dude.
No, what he says is, he goes, where did you get this? He's like, this is like writing from like 3,000 years before Christ was born. He's like,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
right.
like ancient Egyptian writing. He's like, this is 3,000 years before Christ was born. He's like, where did you get this? And he's like, it's private, He's like, and then it
Don't
doesn't
worry
really
about
show
it.
much after that. Like, it kind of cuts out. And then he goes back home. There's more shit going on. Katie's being a weirdo.
And there's
again.
a detective helping them. It's a lady cop. She's trying to help them.
Oh
on
yeah,
her
because the dad
end.
calls the detective.
He's
Yeah.
like, dude, like,
I remember you. You were from the day.
yeah, it's like,
Katie went missing with your dickhead boss. Where is he at? And she's like, oh, he did.
he did. He's like, you're gonna do a better job. And she's like, you bet your sweet ass I'm gonna do a better job. The best job there ever was. I'm gonna find your girl daughter, and find out what happened to her. So yeah, so they're working together. The mom is like, they start fighting with the dad because she's like, oh, it's your fault. And I was like, oh, fuck you, whatever. And he's like, he wants to know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, because he's like, we need
And
to
she's
figure
like,
out
well,
what's
she's
going on.
here now. Why do you
Quit
even
worrying
care?
about the past.
And it's like, clearly she got a possessed ass child.
Yeah.
Like, looks all fucked up. Her face is all weird looking. So yeah, they work together, and then the daughter, Katie, possessed chick, is like tapping her.
Yeah,
her
that
teeth?
was a disturbing part
Yeah,
too.
the sound of that, it just looks
and
so
she starts
weird.
tapping her teeth so much you see blood in her teeth too.
Yeah, but she's doing Morse code toward the dad. And you caught that pretty fast too. I was like, oh shit, he is. So he's like, oh fuck, she's doing Morse code. He starts writing his shit and he deciphers it. And it's a name. It says Layla. So he calls the lady cop. He's like, yo, it's Layla. And she's like, Layla what? Like, I don't know, dude. Just Layla. Look it up. And she's like, oh fuck, man. All right. He's like, you got to think of
Who
who it is and
Laylas?
where and whatever the fuck. So he figures that they figure it out. And they're like, oh shit, son. I know that bitch. I'm going to go to her house.
It is he goes through a bunch of his, when their daughter went missing, they must have had like a funeral for her. And so he had a bunch of like cards of people that have wrote sympathy cards. And he finds a card that says Layla and the last name. I can't remember the last name, but it's Layla Khalil.
Layla something. So
Yeah.
they go to her house, and it's the same chick from the first family.
Yeah.
The same lady.
The cop puts 2 and 2 together because they search the name, and one goes to a farm, and she's like, what the hell? What kind of farm is this? And he goes, a nectarine farm.
Yeah.
And then the cop goes, oh shit, there was a nectarine
At the scene.
at the scene of the crime. So she goes to that house.
Yeah, so they go there, and this is where you went to the bathroom. And she's at the house. She's got her gun out, and she sees her, and they're behind like those bead curtains, and then she just charges at her with a knife, rah, and then boom, shoots her. Boom. You think she falls? She's bleeding out, and then you see another lady, young woman, and she just like, oh shit, son. She books it. She runs. Fuck cops. Runs through the fields. The chase is going on, and finally catches up to her. and she's like digging. She starts digging, and she pulls out a box, and the lady comes like, "Fucking stop it, God, freeze, start back," and she's like, "Okay." And then she's like, "Are you Layla?" She's like, "Yes." Oh, no, she can't talk because her tongue has been cut out by her own mom. She puts in the box, she pulls it out, and it's a tape that says Katie, and what everything that explains everything is on that tape. Thank God, because this whole time we don't know what the fuck is going on.
Simultaneously, it goes back to the dad, and he's talking to the professor. Like they end up meeting back up.
Yeah,
And they're like, "Oh, this word it shows up on each layers of these skin. It's the same word." And he's like, and what that means is it's like it's a demon's name. He's like, it's a demon's name.
it's Gravo the Great Demon. And he starts saying that, yeah, man, this shit goes way back. This was about like this fucking demon that would possess a person, and shit would just get gnarly, and it would just continue, and it would fuck things up in town, and it'll corrupt. Shit, grave things were happening.
Yeah.
So they figured out to stop it. They would mummify the body and fucking put them away. And I don't know, whatever. This is when the mummy thing first comes up. Like, okay, they mummify the spirit, the demon, so it's trapped and can't get out.
Yeah.
Because even if you kill it, the body, it'll jump to another person and just jump. There's no stopping it.
You have to contain it. It just has to always be contained.
So, and the dad is like, oh fuck, dude. Well, that shit is loose at the pad. And meanwhile, the cop is watching the video, and she's like explaining like, oh, so this has been passed down through generation. It's my job to contain the monster or the demon, and it's best if you use a child because the body it'll last longer. Because if you use it, but any living person will do. If it's an elder person, the body will decompose faster or whatever. So that's why she took Katie. And yeah, and meanwhile back at the house, shit's getting crazier, and she's talking to the little girl,
her little sister.
This is very, very not Resident Evil, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Like how hi, like using the regular voice.
Yeah.
Same with Exorcist. And
this is all going on during the they have a funeral, because I don't want to get too much in depth, but there is a scene that involves the grandmother. So
the grandma.
I don't want to
gets
give too much
up.
away because there's so much like brutal scenes in this.
I'm kind of trying to speed run just to get to the basic shit. Just know that when brutal shit and deaths happen, it is fucking crazy, dude. Like, there's a part that involved the little girl eventually gets possessed, so that it starts spreading. She starts almost like zombies or demons, like Evil Dead. She's like
kind of control
like the little girl and the brother. The little girl's like looking at the corpse of the grandma. There's a part, I'll just want to give this one away because that shit was like gnarly. Because she starts pulling all her teeth out, the little girl, and then she goes to the dead grandma's body, and she had dentures this whole time. She like pulls it out, and she goes to the parents, and she has like she has an orange in her mouth or something. He's like, "What's wrong?" And then she smiles, and she has full adult teeth with bloody. I was like, "Oh my god, that shit was fucking cool," but it was so fucked up. The whole funeral gets fucked up by her.
The kids are just fucking everything up. And you can just see the mom and the dad. It's like nighttime. The mom's exhausted. She's packing shit. She's like, we're fucking leaving.
Yeah, it's like, I want to leave. I want her out of the house now. Now, this is like the third act, the final scene. They know what they have to do. The main little girl mummy, she's tied up. Katie. And she calls her brother. And she was like, come help me get undressed. But like her voice is all, come help me get undressed. All right, whatever. And yeah, so he unties her.
She starts levitating, doing some crazy demon shit.
Sandstorm's
coming in. There's just like sand all over the house, and
so that's
shit's popping off left and right.
See, that's the only mummy. If there was no sandstorm, okay, this is a possession movie, but they had to add the sandstorm. Which I liked it. I like that touch because I was like, nothing in this movie is screaming the mummy at me. It's a good movie. I liked it,
Well,
But it
the
was like,
ritual itself to contain the mummy or the
yeah,
demon is like a mummification ritual. So they do, they have to mummify like these
in the tape.
bodies to contain it. And so, they while all this shit's popping off, the detective comes to the house and she's like, "I have to show you this tape." And it's so fucked up because
You got to see it, dude. It's fucking
"Oh, we're
crazy.
not going to see the tape." No, you see the fucking tape and it's fucked. Like it is fucked. It shows Katie going through this process of how
Yeah, it's pretty messed
it's
up,
hard to
dude.
watch. Like I said, she's a sweet little girl. You're watching this happen to a little girl. It's hard to watch.
They're
But
wrapping her up in skin, I guess, or
it must
they
have
never
been the
really
skin.
said.
I think it's the skin of probably the previous mummy or something like that.
Yeah.
And so they're wrapping her in the skin. The fucking mummy in the coffin like vomits like this stuff into Katie's mouth, and boom, so it's Katie in the coffin. And so while all this is happening,
Yeah,
the brother
shit's going down.
unties Katie, and so Katie's loose. And then they're like, "Okay, shit, we got to get Katie." And then the mom goes in. She's like, "Oh, Katie," and then she sees the brother. The door shuts. She's in the room alone with the possessed brother, and he's got a baseball bat. So she's dodging him, and then she escapes. She grabs one of the
Everyone's
shots.
fighting their own fight. Yeah.
Like she grabs one of the shots she gives to Katie, injects it to the brother. Brother passes out. Katie's loose. She's beating the shit out of her dad. Like she's headbutting him over and over and over, like Omni-Man style. Just psh, psh.
Omni-Man is a superhero character that's really violent. Yeah, Grandma is also possessed. She's fighting the detective. So everyone's fighting. Everyone's getting down. This shit's really brutal. Like I kind of want it's hard to like.
I wouldn't spoil too much.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get to the end.
Because I wouldn't want that spoiled. Like
yeah, so once they got the dad is like holding down Katie, and he was like, "I'm gonna fucking just go for it." Like,
the mom comes in, she's just like,
gives the detective a look. Is like, "You ready to do this? Ready to seal
Say the
this
words."
bitch? Seal?" I was like, "Dude, how are they gonna win, dude? They're fucked. They got no priest. They got nothing. They don't have a book." The book of the dead to fucking seal or put a spell on them, or like they got nothing, dude. It's like they're fucked. But somehow the detective says the words because she knows the language.
Well, she gets it from she memorizes the chant from the tape.
Yeah, so they pin her down. They do the thing. She calms down. And Dad is like, "You know what? Fucking just do me, take me," because the Katie's like, this body's no good for me anymore. I'm gonna fucking go.
You can see that she's kind of starting to rot, basically. Like she just doesn't look good. She's starting to rip her skin off.
Yeah, they rip her skin off. So Dad is like, "I'm taking one for the team. I'm the dad."
The wife is just like, "Oh shit," like staring at it, and then Katie throws up in her dad's mouth,
and he gets possessed, and then Katie's just like, I don't know, flash forward to fucking, I don't know how many days.
Katie's like alive and
she's back to normal, dude. She's back perfectly. I mean, she's got some scars on her body and stuff and her face.
But everyone's all well, but she's right next to a coffin that's chained up in the garage. And she's doing the Morse code. She's doing the Morse code on the lid, and she gets the tapping back, and she's like, "It's Dad. He saes he loves us."
He says, "If you could come outside real quick." They're like,
"Hey,
"No.
let me out."
Hey, let me out, dude.
No.
No. Oh, it's a daddy mummy.
So, and then the coolest ending, I thought this was just like, mwah, like a beautiful ending. I don't know if you want to explain it.
Yeah, so I thought it was, I thought
you normally thought that's where it was gonna end.
Normally, a regular ass fucking movie just ends right there. Okay, cool, they did it. The dad is dead, or the dad takes one for the team, and he gets tossed, buried in the coffin. Cool, hero. The kids are okay, but no, the mom is like, fuck. So the lady that the detective originally shot, she's still alive, and she's chained up in a fucked up jail. So they go to her, and they're like, guess what? And then they bring out the dad in the wheelchair, and so they do the ritual on her ass. So like, dad is fine, and the main chick that took the kid and has been doing this shit, she gets possessed by the mummy or whatever, and
It just
that
kind
was
of ends
it.
there, but you kind of leave it up. Like I
But
was
it's
telling
cool.
Saul, I was like, you kind of leaves it up to use your own imagination. I was like, oh, maybe the detective just starts getting like all the pedophiles and rapists and just starts feeding the, you know, like just starts cycling through all the
Oh
inmates and
yeah,
stuff like
that's
that. Because
right.
it ends in a prison. I was like, how wouldn't
That's
that be
perfect.
perfect? You know? I was like, if we had a mummy like that and we had a prison system, just feed them all the pedophiles. Like, just give them,
Exactly.
be like, hey,
But then it makes you think. So when it was like, oh, if this movie did well and made a bunch of money, the sequel would be, oh, now it's gonna be her, that chick, but she's gonna be twice as pissed because it's like, what the fuck?
yeah.
No, I don't want to be the mummy. You made me the mummy, and then like, but there isn't gonna be a sequel to this
Yeah.
because
It ends perfect.
it ends good and it's fine. And like, this movie is not gonna make any fucking money, but it's a good fucking watch. It's
It
good.
sucks because it deserves to make money. And might I add, James Wan also produced this.
Yeah, James
So
Wan
if you
produced.
like Saw movies, or if you like in the Insidious, like if you like James Wan
It's that style.
and you like Evil Dead, like it's Evil Dead and James Wan. It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a shame. I hope it eventually makes money. Or I don't know. Like it's just a good movie. It's a good story. Like it's just I was entertained all the way through. The only con I would say is it does get drawn out. There's some parts where like,
It is
okay,
long. This
like,
movie is long. It's a 2 hour runtime. I was expecting like an hour 30, an hour 40, an hour 45, but it's pretty long. It could have been a little bit shorter.
because in my head, I feel like it took the parents like it took a long time to get to like what happened to Katie. It took way too long, but I mean, you had all the cool in between scenes of like the gore
Yeah, I
and
mean,
shit,
it's
so.
kind of like it's a movie, so you gotta be like, oh, okay, yeah.
But I kind of appreciated that, like, because
It's-
looking back on it in the movie, I was like, all right, come on, let's get to the fucking point. But then, like, at the same time, looking back on it after I watched it, I'm like, alright.
it's watchable for sure, and it
Yeah.
doesn't cram like religion shit down your throat. It's just
yeah,
it's fun if you like that type of shit, dude. Like we liked it, and it made it even creepier because the theater was less dead.
God, I
mean,
know.
it
Watch
was
this at
just dead.
night. Like,
Watch it at night, dude,
Yeah.
and yeah.
when this comes out, either watch it in theaters. I always support theaters, but if you don't get a chance to, yeah, stream this with your lights off at home. It will scare
It's
you.
good time. It's good time. They give it like a solid 8 out of 10.
I give it 9.
Give it 9. But yeah, that was our recap review for the Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Yeah, maybe we'll see what monster movie is up next. If you want to close it out.
Yeah. Give us a follow, subscribe. We're on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, etc., etc. You can give us any direct messages to our Instagram. We'd love to take recommendations. And yeah, thank you for listening.